Hi everyone. Today I'm feeling I guess a little bit reflective and I want to keep regular updates on this vlog and this week I've not actually been out and about very much, mainly due to being on stage myself this week. And if any of you follow the vlog and certainly look in the other videos, you can see the kind of road that we've taken to get to where we have this week. We've been performing Jason Robert Brown's Songs for a New World. Now, if any of you don't know that, it's a song cycle. It's about 20 odd years old now, but it's quite an extraordinary piece. And effectively, we were approached to put on the show in the foyer of a local theatre. So it's been quite a different experience. And we're about to do our last performance tonight. And I guess I just wanted to do something a bit different, and maybe we talk a lot about on this channel. I talk a lot about shows we're in, shows we're seeing, and I think something this week's kind of stirred in me a little bit, because I used to perform for many years, and I stopped for a little while and did some sort of bigger sort of character type parts further away from where I live, and this is the first time that I performed in the area for quite a long time, and I think I went in with a little bit of apprehension around that. Firstly, I've been struggling with quite poor voice problems. The show is all sung through, as you probably know. Sorry, I've just come out of the shower, so I'm just steaming up and hair is still dry. But and the show that we're doing is actually set in the round, so we're on a platform in the middle. We've done the show a little bit like they're all characters that are moving on and sorting through kind of their boxes of their life, and it's like the set's like a big loft, and it's been quite an interesting experience, because initially we were quite terrified of the prospect of being amongst this audience and being literally 3 or 4 feet from the front row all the way around, and it's actually been quite a cathartic and magical experience. So last night we performed the show to pretty much a full room, and there were lots of people in the room who have known us all, many of us, not just me, but lots of us for years, over the years. And the connection that I felt performing these songs, which, if you know the show, are absolutely beautiful and indescribable, and actually sort of like each are like little plays in themselves, really. And a couple of people said to me, I mean, one person particularly said to me, "Oh, when you looked at me, I kind of felt like you were going right into my soul." And a couple of other people said, when you sang right at me and literally looked me right in the face, I couldn't really help but be engaged. And it got me thinking a little bit around, why do we do what we do as actors and performers, and why do we go to the theatre? Is it that connection? Is it that kind of experience? Is it that shared experience? And last night there was a moment near the end of the show, actually, where I just sit or stay in a space in the show, and I'm actually not singing anything, but it was an opportunity just to look around, and it was quite a wonderful experience to see all these people just transfixed on these words and this message, which actually was of a lot of hope and love. And I guess it kind of spurred me today to maybe come and talk to you a little bit about, I know we're all, if you follow this, we're all theatre, we're interested in theatre, we're all, I guess, and I'm certainly obsessed by sort of theatre and out all the time watching stuff. But I don't often wonder I do it now because it's a thing I do. And last night when I was in that moment, and as a performer, I just thought, well, this is what we do. And someone may leave tonight a little bit better off. Maybe I'm being egotistical, but leave a little bit better off because what they heard and saw, and maybe we sort of made somebody feel something different, or made their day a bit better in some way, or learned something. And I guess I'm just being reflective on that. And I guess rather than keep those, I don't think there's a time or a place to say that to people very often. And now that I've got this kind of captive audience on here, and I do thank you all so much for the messages I get, the subscriptions, and actually a couple of you have come to the show this week and introduced yourselves afterwards and said, they saw me on this channel, which is extraordinary and more than I ever expected. So thank you so much, and I hope it wasn't too much of a letdown if that was the case, meeting me in person. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say today, really. And I'm so pleased locally that we have such a thriving local theatre scene. Whether we support each other enough sometimes or whether we don't. I don't want this to be about that. But I just think that we all share this love of something, and to be in that room last night amongst everybody who shared that love and could understand what we were saying and were hanging on the words that we were singing, was a pretty special experience, and one that I'm looking forward to going to do in a few hours actually. So that's what I want to say today. Really, it's probably a little bit self-indulgent, this one. Please do though subscribe. So there's some stuff coming up, which is great excitement. I've got a Frozen competition coming up. So as you might know, Frozen on Broadway has just is being transferred to the West End. So I've got an interesting Frozen competition coming up. I have the press night of the UK tour of Hair next week in Wimbledon, so I'll be covering that. And I'm also very lucky to be going and interviewing a couple of the cast members from Come From Away, so that's coming your way as well as the usual vlogs. We also start a new show ourselves on Sunday, Big Fish, which we'll probably be telling you about. And we will be also doing something around, what was the other show? The Olivier Awards. So we'll be there, and I'll be there and covering some of that as well. So as always, before the curtain comes down today, I'm never going to use a plug. Please subscribe. Super to see the subscribers coming up, and also that real people are at the end of them. You can subscribe down there, tick the box, subscribe and ring the bell so you hear from us every time, hear from me every time that comes up. Also, I'm on social media. On Instagram and Facebook is Amdram Adam, and it is Adam Amdram on Twitter. So I've got to now go and get ready, warm up my voice for another performance of Songs for a New World tonight. If you're in the Southampton area, do come. I look forward to seeing you on our aisles, hopefully. See you later. Take care for now.